How can I explain myself to you? Questions keep lurking through my mind. Is it the love of all the time? I've given my heart, my joy, my soul.
Hey everybody, welcome back for another video. For those who don't know, my name is Marcia, aka Marsha, and welcome back for another video. So today I am going to do soup, Caribbean soup. So this is obviously there's many variations of soup, but this is one of my favorites, and I made it when it was really cold. It's starting to warm up a little bit, but this morning it's really frosty, so I think it's for those cold days and you just want to have something warm in your belly. So I use quite a few ingredients. I will put them in my description, and yeah, welcome back. Remember to like and subscribe, comment please, and I'll see you soon. Okay, so this is Christophine. This is what I call Christophine. Not everybody calls it Christophine. It's Choo-Choo. There's some other names, but I've grown up to know that this vegetable is Christophine. What do you guys call it? Have you ever heard Christophine before? Maybe if you're from the Dominica, not Dominican Republic, but Dominica as in the small island, you might know it as Christophine. Or I don't know, it's St. Lucian, because I'm half St. Lucian, half Dominican, so I'm not too sure if St. Lucians call it Christophine or they just call it Choo-Choo, but this is Christophine. So yeah, it's really hard to actually peel, and I don't know if anyone else feels when you use the Christophine, sometimes it makes my hands feel a little bit numb, so I wear gloves because I don't like the feeling on my hands, and it just makes it feel, it has like a kind of a watery, slimy texture, and then it gets onto your hands and it kind of, for me, it makes my hands feel like it's like, yeah, hardening. So I don't like that feeling, hence why I've got gloves. And then I carried on using gloves for the rest of the duration. And this is a lovely pumpkin. I don't know about you, there's many ways. I should have done the way where you put it in the oven and then it's easier to peel. However, I didn't have time. I didn't have time to do that. And I probably need to get a sharper knife. As you can see, I'm struggling. In the end, I just used my potato peeler. Yes, very strange, but it works. It works. And now for the fun bit. Once you chop everything up, it is time to throw in all the ingredients. At the moment, I am cooking the onions and the garlic down. After I finish this, I will add the favourite bit, or the most important bit to the dish, I feel, is the chicken. As I said, I hate food waste. So this was some chicken that I had used a few days ago, and I didn't want it to go to waste, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to make a soup, and so I did. So if you remember, I had cut everything, and so I cut the pumpkin, although that was the most hardest job ever, and the Christophine, and now I'm just basically throwing them into the pot. So I always use the cock flavour sachet. I don't know if anyone else uses this, or you might just do it from really scratch. I'm still learning, believe it or not. I'm sure my mum uses this, and I'm sure everybody uses this, but sometimes you might use the pumpkin one. I just prefer this. It's very simple. You add your hot water. Again, you might choose to do it a different way. You might add the powder to the actual ingredients in your pot, and then add water separately. I don't think there's a right or wrong way. I think it's all just dependent on yourself. So this is how I make the dumplings. I don't know if you guys use self-raising flour, but I use just plain flour, salt, oil, and water, and I literally just give it a good mix. Now, I have a little bit of a debate. When you have dumplings in your soup, how do you like them? Do you like them rolled into a little ball? Do you like them thick? Do you like them slim? Do you like them long? Do you like them small? Now, everybody's very, very different. I don't mind them thick, and I don't mind them in small balls. It just depends on my mood. Everybody's different. Some people just really prefer them to be really small, so you hardly taste them. But I think dumplings are always good in this soup, because I feel that if you don't put things like dumplings or potatoes, it can be quite watery, and you want to be full up and feel satisfied and not want to keep eating more food. And here we have the finished version, my chicken soup, aka Caribbean soup. And now for the taste test. I'm trying to taste my food more on camera, just so you guys know that it tastes good. I look a state, just don't watch what I look like, just know that the food bangs.
This feeling, there's no drug that can compare. You're so cold, I can see your breath.